Thank you. I can hear all the roaring applause and cheering. No. Well, good morning, everyone. I don't know, I guess the bottom of my screen is a little chopped. So on the bottom, I did say that I'm a proud partner of the CEP here in Ocala since 2015. So commercial loan finders, and now I'm also affiliated with another company called Nuvita Funding, some of the programs that's widened my scope, but I can help business owners with obtaining funding. So how can I bring you the cash? What do I do? Let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, I've just got a couple samples of recent closings. This is a North Carolina company that had a relative here in Ocala that referred me to them. They were in trouble. Their CPA was redoing their taxes for the last couple of years, and their loan was ballooning at that point right there. So what do? Where do they go for a loan? No bank or credit union would talk to them because they can't show them current tax returns. So I have lenders that can do that based on a stated income type basis. And we got it done in less than 30 days. And it was about a $570,000 loan, and they even rolled some business debt into it. Okay, let's go to the next sample. This is one. I have a very experienced real estate investor team this is in Florida. This is over actually in a city called Malabar. And they found this great fix and flip deal. They knew they were going to make over $100,000 on it, but they didn't have a lot of cash to get it done. And so anyway, they did have to bring some money to the table, but I had a program where they would do 100% of the purchase, 100% of the rehab money based on a 65% after repaired value. So we brought them $311,000 to get that project started, and they're looking at making over $100,000 on it. Just a couple of samples of things I do. So what kind of loans am I working on now? I have a $27 million construction project of an assisted living facility. Still working to try to get that definite. We had a lender committed, and now they just recently said, well, we're not going to do it. So we have a couple others looking at it. A doctor purchasing a medical office building. We're deep into that one. $7 million construction multifamily. That's another project here in Ocala. The refinance to save a shopping center. I'm in the middle of getting that negotiated and finalized now. And assisted living facility out in Idaho. We've actually got a lender that can do something even in a rural area like that for that type of property, and some other loans that we're working on. Okay, so who am I? What do I do? I'm an independent commercial mortgage broker. I'm not the commercial mortgage banker at the bank. As we all know, that the banks are very well still restricted in what they will or won't do, and especially during the pandemic, because now they're being ultra conservative, as most lenders are. And so they have certain niches that they fall into, and many times they'll even take an application, unfortunately, even knowing they probably won't get it done. But you know, some of those bankers have to meet goals to keep their salary. So some things happen and ultimately comes up where the bank has to say no, but I like to come in and find a yes, if anything that's reasonable and can try to get done. So I can do the shopping for the people to get that money. Now today, the main reason I'm doing this, because obviously I've been doing this since 2010 in my business name, and we have a fast cash program. So this is people, do you need fast cash within 5 to 7 business days? Let's look at that program. This can get anywhere between $10,000 to $400,000, unsecured, uncollateralized, as long as you're using the money for business purposes or even supporting a local business with your purchase of their services or products, this loan can work for you. So we have no upfront fees to apply for this program. There's no application fees, no prepayment penalty. No delays in getting the cash. Obviously, if we can get it to you in 5 to 7 business days, as long as we have those documents that we need, and it's not a big list. And this isn't like a stack of credit cards where you have to get cash advances. Simple application and very limited documentation. This one, you can get up to 2 times your annual income. So if you're on a W-2 basis, whatever that amount was, or if you're on 1099 or self-employed, whatever you reported as your annual income, not your net, the income. And this is anywhere between 3 to 7 year term to pay back the loan. And then if that goes through smoothly, sometimes they'll even offer an additional line of credit. Now they have a high approval rate as long as you're meeting the basic criteria up front, very fast approval. and we can get this done quickly, and you don't even have a payment due for a full month after you receive that funds in your account. And this is also starts with a soft credit pull, so that doesn't even count against your credit. The people that can qualify in this are W-2 employees, where you would start up a business. If you're self-employed, they do require minimum 2 years in business, and the same with independent contractors. I'm going to refer to my notes a little bit because I can't see the bottom of the page, and I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything for anybody. Also, if somebody's a 1099-R retiree recipient, they can also qualify. So with this, you can use these funds for any type of business purpose. This can be for real estate investors doing fix and flips and need that down payment money. For an investment property where you need down payment money. The only thing is you can't use it if you're buying a house that you're going to live in, or any government-backed loan will not allow you to borrow the funds for that down payment. But for investment and business purposes, it can be used. You can pay business debts if repairs need to be done to your business, if you need working capital, if you have to purchase equipment or inventory, pay taxes, pay overdue invoices or bills, or those that want to start a new business or a franchise. Or if you have emergencies and maybe your business has legal fees, or maybe even need a bail bondsman, or even funeral costs. We've had people use it because the money is unrestricted and uncollateralized. So the company that's been handling this has been doing this for the last 9 years, and they have 60 employees on staff. They do over $1 billion a year in business, and 3 attorneys on staff to protect everyone. They do a 32 data point check of the credit report, and that's how they base the loan. Now, I do have an alternative program to that one, just in case you don't meet the minimum requirements, because it is a 680 score for a business owner, 650 for W-2 owner. So if you fall below that, we do have another one, even though you may only get half of your annual income with only a 600 credit score. So that's, without getting too much of a fire hose thrown at you,